like, what if we're like kind of kissing and like Pooh Bear is like looking at me dead in the eye?
Bed, and that's just like, if you're a grown adult, like that's a little bit creeps.
Neither are ideal here. No.
Hey guys, in honor of To All the Boys, Always and Forever, we are going to play a game of dating deal breakers.
We will be presented with 2 potential red flags, and we'll have to choose which one is a relationship deal breaker. Is rude to waiters, is always on their phone.
Definitely rude to waiters.
I am choosing is rude to waiters.
100% is rude to waiters.
Because there could be reasons why someone's always on their phone. I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt here, but rude to waiters, that's unexplainable. No.
That is unacceptable, and I also feel like if they're rude to waiters, at some point they will probably be rude to you.
Mm-hmm.
We're all just silently nodding.
Like, agreed.
Okay, the next one is still follows their ex on IG, always cancels plans last minute.
Always cancel plans.
Yeah, same.
Definitely.
Plans. Because like people can still be friends with their exes. Like,
Yeah.
that's
Agreed.
cool. But always canceling plans last minute, just like rude. If it's
It doesn't make you feel good. It doesn't make you feel good.
No, and it's like, exactly, you feel undervalued. And also it's like, hey, respect my time. Like, I just got ready and like, you know, maybe like this is like a big deal.
No.
You know? I'm not made of time, people.
It's so disrespectful.
So disrespectful.
Which one is the dating deal breaker? Always busy with work, always needs a ride. This one, I need more information because like always needs a ride isn't they're using you, like they only want a ride from you, but they don't want to spend time with you. Or if they're busy with work, like they can still make time for you. They're not saying, you know?
Yeah,
I'm thinking way too much into this, but I need more details.
Definitely depends on the situation, because it's like if they always need a ride, maybe they just don't have a car, and then you're gonna pick them up and you're gonna spend time with them wherever you're going.
Yeah.
Right. And I think always busy with work, it's kind of like, it's like, but are you doing your dream job? And if so, like, I want you to,
Right.
you know,
Support them. There's a fine line. And
you would want your partner to be okay with you being, you know, a boss and being able to work all the time.
Mm-hmm. So we're saying neither of them are deal breakers?
I'm gonna say, you know what? I feel like the word always implies that like there's some they could use it. They could just use Uber.
Right.
So I think I'm gonna go always need, but it's not a deal breaker. But if I have to choose, I'd go always need to ride, because I'd be like, babe, like please, can you just Uber?
You're right. So in that situation, if it's always,
I think I'm gonna go with this too.
it doesn't have a bed frame, still has childhood sheets.
Okay, I definitely think doesn't have a bed frame is more concerning, because that like says, well, again, I'm gonna need some backstory, but I think a bed frame, it's like, why not? It's like, why do you not have it together enough to go purchase a bed frame? But if it's sheets, it's like, could be weird, but it also could be like, oh, nostalgic. They have their sheets that like was important to them when they were a kid. That's like less concerning to me than like, well, what do you think?
Here's the thing, and you're right. We need more information, because here's the thing, maybe bed frame because they just moved. In which case,
Well, okay, I don't think that's what they're talking about, but it could be. They're like, the shipping van's coming tomorrow, hon. I'm sorry. Then of course, it's not a problem.
Wait, is there a box frame? Is it kind of like a futon?
it has to have other sheets as well. What are you choosing?
Childhood sheets, because I feel like what if we're like kind of kissing and like Pooh Bear is like looking at me dead in the eyes, and then I'm just like, oh, okay.
Tell me why I also fully pictured Pooh Bear. When they said childhood sheets, my first thought was like Pooh Bear sheets.
Always, it still has childhood sheets. Like I'm picturing the childhood sheets on the bed, and that's just like, if you're a grown adult, like that's a little bit creeps, you know?
Well now you're making me doubt my answer that originally.
Keep your sheets, but don't like have them on the bed, because
Right.
Just take them off.
Neither are ideal. Neither are ideal here. No.
Okay, the next one is, which one is a deal breaker? Texts you 15 times in a row, doesn't text you back for 3 days. Well, doesn't text me back for 3 days.
Definitely. 15 times in a row, if you're like excited about something and like they break up the text in a million texts, I've done that. Where you're like one word per text because you're freaking out. I hope I'm not a deal breaker because of that reason.
Like ghosting for 3 days is a hell.
That's a no-no.
No.
And you know what? I love when they're like, oh, sorry, I've just been so busy. And you're kind of like, yeah, but like it takes maybe a second to like at least tell me that you're still alive.
Yeah. Once again, a disrespectful thing.
Okay, which one is a dating deal breaker? Forgets plans, never pays on a date. I think forgets plans. Like if it was like always forgets and then never comes. Yeah, forgets plans is like, you good?
Forgets plans. Because once again, it's like, were you excited to see me?
Right, like if they cared enough, they wouldn't forget.
Yeah.
Forgets plans.
Maybe never pays on a date. You're like, I'm an independent woman. I can pay myself. I don't know.
Yeah. Don't need you to wine and dine me, but need you to show up to the restaurant though.
Cheers to that.
All right. Doesn't watch the TikToks you send. Never post about you on social media. 100% never post about you on social media. Although, wait, I don't know. Because what if they're just trying to be very like private with their personal lives?
If you have had a conversation about like, hey, neither of us are going to post, it's like a private life thing, then like, of course, it's fine. But if you're like showing them off and then they're like, I don't want anyone to know you exist, it could be a red flag.
That's what I was thinking, but you're right. In this situation, like, has to be talked about first.
It's got to be equal. Like, if you're also not posting about them, then like, of course.
Yeah, agreed. If you agree to like kind of keep that on the down low, that's when they like keep your private life, for sure. If you talk about it.
So we have no conclusion.
All of us feel incredibly indifferent about the doesn't watch the TikToks you said.
I don't have a TikTok.
Neither
Okay,
do
but
I.
just in general, imagine if you sent them dog videos like you do to me, and I just never replied that this was the person you were dating.
Oh my God, that would break my heart. I'm gonna
Right?
choose that. Doesn't watch my dog videos.
Which one is a deal breaker? Is terrible at cooking, never has any snacks at their place.
I love how these are important things because food is always a priority. But I think never has snacks at their place is way worse. I'm gonna go with that for sure.
But to me, it's like, is it a deal breaker? Because that's something that can be taught. You just like
go to the grocery store next time and get snacks. Yeah. I just think that's more like a care thing. Like they're like, oh, I want to have snacks when you come over. Versus being bad at cooking, it's not like necessarily like they don't want to be bad for you. They just like don't have the skill.
Good point. Never has any snacks at their place because it's like, are you thinking about me and my tummy? You know?
They could have done that for you. Versus cooking could be out of their hands.
Yeah, it could have been a thoughtful little gesture.
Right. Whereas like being terrible at cooking, maybe not their fault.
Yes, exactly. Has the worst playlist, drives like a maniac. Well, one puts your like self in danger. One is just kind of disappointing. So
Yeah.
There's like,
Maniac.
no. You got precious cargo. You
Yeah.
gotta drive safely. Okay. Always falls asleep on FaceTime. Never picks up the phone.
hands down, always, no wait, never picks up the phone is so much worse.
Never pick up the phone.
Way worse. That's ignoring you.
It's actually like really cute to fall asleep on FaceTime.
Yeah.
It's so endearing.
Yeah. Agreed.
But if they don't pick up the phone, it's like, so you don't want to talk to me? Deal breaker.
Yeah.
So you don't want to talk to me?
Deal breaker.
And there you go. Those are our dating deal breakers.
I feel like I've learned a lot about you guys.
Honestly, same.
Make sure to watch To All the Boys Always and Forever right now on Netflix.
And for more content like this, don't forget to subscribe to AwesomenessTV and follow us and ATV on TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram. Bye!